Now, a female ex-firearms officer has warned there are more predators like Wayne Cozens and David Carrick lurking in police uniforms to this day.
Rebecca Kalam was the poster girl of her elite firearms unit within West Midlands Police, but she experienced sexism and misogyny during her 11 years in the force, suffering burns after she was forced to wear men's body armour because there was none available for women.
Earlier this year, she won more than £800,000 from the force, and she joins us now.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, it's been quite a time and period for you. I mean, at this point, despite you've won damages, do you still feel that you've had any, I don't know, justice? Do you feel there is been any change within the police force?
I feel I've failed. I failed to bring to light actually what's happening within West Midlands Police and other police forces. I did my best and it just wasn't good enough.
Why do you say that, though? They've accepted all the 75 allegations, didn't you? And you've got this money as a consequence. Why does that make you feel that you failed?
They accepted all claims and all claims were won at the tribunal. However, there's been no positive change made out the back of it. So for me, I'm just sad that it hasn't actually made a difference. None of those officers, all the officers are still serving there who, you know, took part in that discrimination. So
just for people at home who aren't familiar with your story, just take us back to that time when you were in the police force. First of all, what made you want to join the police force?
I always wanted to join the police force. It runs in my family. There are some amazing police officers out there, amazing firearms officers as well. Okay. But there are also a lot of corrupt ones and a lot of disgusting ones.
So like lots of young people have a dream of working in the police. You go through the training, you get into the. When did you first start feeling these sort of issues of sexism?
So they've always been there. It got worse when I joined the firearms department in 2012, and that specialist department is a different world to policing to a certain extent. Like I said, there are some fabulous people in there, but the culture and the actual way that they police inside policing is the scariness.
What kind of things? Just give us examples of moments.
So, for example, within the court case, there was incidents of bad language being used towards women, derogatory languages, WhatsApp text messages with pornographic material on it, loads and loads of different racism and sexism and misogyny.
Yeah. There were specific cases for you, weren't there? Things like in a training exercise you had to... What was it, strip to your underwear? What happened with that one?
Yeah, so I never had to strip to my underwear. I didn't know that was going to happen until they stripped me down to my underwear. And that's the difference. There was a wound on my leg and it was meant to be cut up, like the male officers. However, when it was me, suddenly it was on the top of my breast. And that's where the male's hands went straight for.
So an upsetting incident. And other incidents with things like press-ups when you were doing a training exercise.
And all of these were denied by the force. They kept denying that never happened. But as a detective inspector, I know how to build a case. I built that case. I got the statements from all the other officers who were there, who are the fabulous officers, who said, actually, no, this happened, and they stood up. But as a result of them standing up now, 3 of my witnesses are now being victimised.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke to West Midlands Police about this. So they say that action has been taken to root out those who have disrespectful attitudes and behaviours. Any incidents of behaviour that have been reported have been dealt with quickly and appropriately, giving staff the confidence if they report this, they will be listened to and action taken.
But Charlotte, that's the usual blurb that we hear every single time. We're against misogyny, we don't like this, we stand up against it. Where's the evidence for it? Because I can show there's evidence against it. There's 3 claims that are lodged now with my witnesses who have been victimised. So how has that culture changed?
And what do you think about other police forces then in general? You know, if this is going on, you know, these claims are accepted by West Midlands Police. If it's going on there, is your fear then that it's going on up and down the country?
I know it's going on in other police forces. I have a lot of friends in other police forces as well who tell me the same thing. We can't stand up, we can't say anything, we'll lose our jobs.
What do you think needs to be changed? I mean, from what you're describing, it's a cultural issue, and those situations are very hard to change overnight. What do you want to see changed now?
You know, they are absolutely difficult to change overnight. But it starts at the top with the senior leader, with the chief constable himself coming out and saying, this is unacceptable, we need to make that change. I'm still waiting for that to happen.
Because there's a real issue, isn't there, with people trusting the police. We had, you know, the incidents with rogue police officers, Wayne Cozens, David Carrick, and your concern is that there could be other officers like that still in the force to this day.
There are other officers like that in the force to this day, and they are not being rooted out.
So you want more action taken to make sure
more action taken. I want somebody to be able to do something. I failed. I can't do it on my own.
Okay.
I need other people to do that.
Rebecca, thank you so much for joining us. It's a very important issue that you raise, and we'll see. West Midlands Police say they are putting action into place. You said they're not, but time will tell.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.